Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, The
Roseanne,
Simpsons.
The Simpsons, The
Starting
Wonder
the
Years.
80s. Yep. So these are going to be a little. The brackets themselves are a little bigger, so there's not going to. I think we had 5 winners from the 70s. We're going to have fewer here, but
These end brackets are going to be so hard.
yes.
Yeah.
So, for video purposes, we are doing an 80s now TV theme song show brackets. All part of the XYZ podcast. So,
this is supplemental material for the summer. In the interest of the 80s, I'm going to plug something I just listened to that's slightly embarrassing, or no, it'd be like a guilty pleasure. There's this a podcast called Song Exploder, and it takes a look at a song and talks to the songwriters and how it came to be. Why are you laughing at me, Winston?
Because it almost feels like these guys have been paying you for the last 4 weeks with how much you have told people about this podcast.
I'm giving her honest recommendation, so
it would be nice if people talked about our podcast this much.
That's what I'm saying.
Song Exploder's like, if you want an in-depth look of 3 guys from 3 different generations talking smack on the internet, check out the XYZ podcast.
Thank you for that NPR sounding ad.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Anyway, I just listened to it's like 20-minute or 25-minute a little podcast on Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up.
Yes!
And it breaks down some of the individual tracks, how that came to be. It's a fascinating story. It really is. And then I don't think this spoils it. They actually have a segment at the end about Rick rolling and how when it started happening, Rick Astley's 13-year-old daughter, like, it's not about you, Dad. This is just the internet. This is what the internet does.
And he shed a single tear like an Indian on the side of the highway.
But because of that video has had like over 1 billion views.
Right.
So he's come to terms. Anyway, listen, it's amusing as hell. It's
now being in the 80s, I gotta bring this. Winston, are you familiar with the Crying Indian?
No, that sounds racist. First of all,
a little bit.
It is, and it's wrong.
Famous 80s commercial about littering.
What year was that? I'm gonna look that up.
Brian's gonna look that up.
I'm playing producer role since you're the bracket master.
Since I'm sharing. Fun fact: we'll have to look at this. Actually. We're looking it up now.
1970 though, so we're getting out of the 80s. This was 1970, the Crying Indian.
Here we go.
See, there you go, 1970.
I think they like the term Native American more.
Yeah, Indian.
You may have seen this right after a TV show theme song.
And I'll spoil it right now.
Oh,
big shocker! Not actually a Native American playing.
That's what I was getting to.
Who would have thought? Yeah.
Look though, this is still relevant though. We're crapping on the earth.
Some people have a deep, abiding respect for the natural beauty that was once this country.
This
white guy. That's a full video. They didn't even eat it.
People can stop it.
The tear.
The single tear.
That man is Italian. That is an Italian man.
What's his name? Is it like Giuseppe, Lenovi?
I don't know.
Oh, okay,
the
I'll look
most
that up.
racist Italian name you could thought of. His last name, Gucci. It's like, what?
I'm just glad he didn't go with Tony because I would have been slightly offended. So I was,
his name is Anthony.
Yeah.
All right.
We're
Wonder Years.
We're starting off with the Wonder Year. Fred Savage.
Who's Fred Savage?
Oh, hang on. Before you play this, though, I will say we kind of chuckle at the commercial. I remember a time when people would litter like crazy. People just threw shit out of their car windows like it was nothing.
That's
crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of a silly commercial, but yeah, it used to be a really big problem.
If you've ever watched Mad Men, there's a scene where they have a picnic and they just they sit there and eat and they've got like all of their trash and their Coke bottles and stuff, and then they just pick up the blanket and fling it and get in the car.
That's crazy.
And you just literally just left everything.
Yeah,
Ever since.
it was weird because
It was the good old days of America, huh?
it was horrible. It was
bad.
absolutely it was absolutely horrible.
So
Um,
I will
But
say
anyway.
I did litter once when I went back to Vietnam. Like I had just bought an ice cream bar and I took the wrapper off, and as I started eating it, I'm looking around and I couldn't find a trash can. So I just dropped it on the ground and kept walking. And then this older Vietnamese man got real angry at me and started yelling at me. And I just act like I was a dumb American and didn't speak any Vietnamese instead. And he just picked it up and got rid of it for me.
oh
Terrible.
man,
But
see.
anyway.
Just before we go on, just to let you know that the crying Indian was named Aspera de Corti. So, but he went around telling people that his name was Iron Eyes Cody. He said he told people he was Native American.
No.
Yeah.
Not
and
cool,
he-
man. Not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. but
Wait
he's
till
a-
Chief hear about this.
yeah. Winston died January 4th, 1999.
Oh,
There you go.
oh,
So
jeez.
Alright.
All right.
anyway,
Back to theme
All right.
songs. Fred
Wonder
Savage.
do we is it scandal noted? Scandal noted? Oh, hang on. I'll stop here.
Would you stand up and walk out on me?
How old is this child?
Lend me your ears and I'll
This was another
sing
one
you a song.
from the 50s, right?
I
Or
will
it,
try
it,
not
that
to
aired in the
sing
80s
out
and
of
looked back
key.
at the 60s.
Oh, baby.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All I need is my brother. I
This
said,
opening sounds really familiar.
Yes, it should. Okay.
All right.
Lots,
All
of
right.
things, lots of things going on here. You want to do the music portion of this?
Yeah,
Brian?
so that is Joe Cocker singing his famous cover of the Beatles with a little help from my friends. And so they just used an
Oh,
actual
okay.
song for the intro of that show.
And I was
Fred-
like, that's why it sounded so familiar.
Yeah.
Fred Savage, famous for this show,
Uh-huh.
famous for Princess Bride, as the child who's being read the story.
Oh, okay.
And also it makes an appearance in which
The-
Austin Powers movie as the mole.
as the mole. Yes.
He
Okay.
he
Um,
has a large mole on his face.
Oh,
and Austin Powers
yeah.
can't
Oh,
stop
that's
from
him?
talking about the mole.
Oh.
An adult
Mole,
Fred.
mole,
Yes. Yes, there you go, Winston.
An adult Fred Savage
Uh-huh.
plays a parody version in the PG-13 version of, I believe it's the first Deadpool movie.
The second one.
The
I think,
second
was
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Who
Who did he play?
he plays Fred Savage, who's being told
Savage.
the story, just like in Princess Bride.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh,
that's the
that's
joke.
hilarious.
That's
oh,
the joke.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
And
pretty
then
funny.
and then his brother, Ben Savage. I don't know if you where is Boy Meets World? Is that your pocket, Tony? When that was on?
That'll be next decade bracket. But yes,
Oh, that was 90s.
that was the 90s.
So is
okay.
Randy Savage their cousin, or what's going on?
It was Uncle Randy.
Uncle
yeah.
Macho Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But the Beatles cover is going up against
Ooh,
The
Ooh.
Simpsons.
Da-da-da.
I mean,
This song slap. 89, first episode. That's crazy. It's basically in the 90s.
Lots of good
Wait,
gags
what?
here. We got the chalkboard gag to start. Definitely early Simpsons animation here.
Right.
yeah. Extraordinarily loud.
Right.
There's a voice actor who's credited for Maggie's pacifier.
The animation's so choppy.
1989, man.
Right.
This was cutting edge. There's like old Bart in the middle there.
Right.
Lots of extra clips here that you don't normally see.
Right.
The classic couch gag.
So that was the very first couch
Dun-
gag.
You didn't. Yeah, you didn't finish it. How did you not? Dun, dun, dun. There you go.
So as a kid, I really liked The Simpsons, but the older I got, the less funny it got to me. Like I can't sit down and watch an episode of The Simpsons now.
The Simpsons was a show that, like, growing up, my parents were like, "You can't watch that."
Yeah, my parents didn't know any better. It was on
And
HBO.
I was just like, I never understood, and I went, "Oh yeah, he's just bad. He's just a bad kid. I understand
Yeah.
that."
Yeah. That's Danny Elfman, who was in the '80s band Oingo Boingo.
Boingo.
Yeah, he's gone on to score several
What?
things. There's an '80s band called Oingo Boingo. Danny Elfman, who wrote the Simpsons theme, is the lead singer. Also, going back to '80s movies or going to '80s movies, Weird Science. He wrote that's Oingo Boingo. You don't know the theme for Weird Science, but that's Oingo Boingo.
Also did the theme. He also did the music for Nightmare Before Christmas.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Danny Elfman is but he started off in a band. But man, so you're pitting like the Simpsons against the Beatles, even though it's Joe Cocker's version, which is an amazing. Actually, I think Joe Cocker's version is, dare I say, better than the Beatles. I mean, the Beatles is the original, and it's Ringo singing it. And it's kind of, but Joe Cocker makes you feel like bro needs some help, man.
Yeah.
He's getting by with a little help from his friends.
Putting some
Right.
feeling in that song.
Yeah, but
I like The Simpsons.
The
so I'll say-
Simpsons
yeah.
is amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna have to go to The Simpsons. I know that seems,
Someone said wrestling coin and Disney coin turned in.
we had wrestling.
Yeah, Randy Savage.
Oh,
Yeah,
much-
to be fair, that's Winston's wrestling coin.
That's fair.
Who did the
and-
Disney rep? Oh, I did Nightmare
well,
Before
we-
Christmas.
yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Well, and Lin-Manuel Miranda, we jumped to the Disney movies.
Right.
That's
yeah.
true.
Thanks for keeping us honest, chat.
All right, our next two.
Oh man, that was tough.
TNT.
This one, this is my era
4
for sure.
minutes.
They're turtles and they're mutants and they're ninjas.
Right. And they had a car and everything. That's cool. Oh, when April O'Neil was hot.
These turtle what?
Turtle boys
farts?
don't cut them no slack.
Turtle
man.
boys. Oh. He taught them to be ninja teens. He's a party dude.
Party dude. What about the rest?
Turtle power.
Another
Turtle
classic
power.
one gives you the laydown of the show.
Yeah. yeah.
You laugh,
That was
but yes,
when
they
that
were
was, that was late '80s because I
was
did
late
not,
80s.
Yeah, that
They
was
were-
after my time.
they were pet store turtles that were turned into the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So Splinter did have to teach them to be ninja teens. Correct.
Also, and fed them pizzas.
Yeah.
Fun fact about this: the same toxic ooze that turns the Ninja Turtles into what they are, that ooze comes from the accident that
Daredevil.
turns Matt Murdock into
Yeah.
Daredevil.
Yeah.
What?
And the
That's pretty crazy.
parallels
Yeah.
are enormous. So you have you got the same ninja stuff. Instead of Daredevil's mentor Stick, you have Splinter.
Splinter. That's funny.
Instead
That's
of
pretty
Daredevil
funny.
fighting the Hand, they fight the Foot Clan.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, there's a lot of
jeez.
parallels there, but it is all connected.
So it is
All right.
canon though, right? Like it's the
I believe the
ooze-
creator has come out and said so. Yes.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
Um,
That's pretty sick.
I gotta get a control on it.
going up against Roseanne.
Who's Roseanne?
Roseanne Barr.
Never heard of him. That's Sack.
You recognize that guy, Winston?
So that's Peter Griffin. Oh, that's John Goodman.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Holy shit!
first Becky. And right there, hang on, wait till we go around the table. Right there,
Who's
that's
she?
the voice of, what's her name from? She's the, isn't she Jessie, the doll Jessie in Toy Story?
Oh, really?
Yeah, so Roseanne was like a stand-up comedian. They're like, give that woman a TV show. And it was all-
I miss when that was a thing where it was just like, and you get a TV show, and you get a TV show.
We're gonna see some more of those on this
Oh,
list and later lists. Don't worry.
Yeah, so yeah, I never watched that show much because it was like always about the family that was like, and I think when that was on, it was a little older. I probably would have enjoyed it if I was older, but it was like, yeah, they were always just talking about how they're hard times, and there was sort of like a lower middle class family that was always
Right.
trying to make ends meet, and it just, yeah, I didn't watch a lot of it, but
Good song. I'm gonna have to go Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles does slap, but I really, really dig the freaking saxophone.
You're going
Oh, hear
Roseanne?
me out, chat. Hear me out, chat. First of all, fuck the random guy that's just promoting in chat. So fuck him. Second of all,
what's his job, man? His
Yeah, I
job
don't
is to
know.
wait till people like start streams, and he's gonna go in there and hawk his wares. Just
Yeah,
ignore
seriously.
him; he'll go away.
Hear me out, chat. The saxophone is a lot better. So I'm gonna go. Despite not knowing anything about the show, despite loving the TNMT, I like Roseanne.
I'm gonna disappoint Tony, and I'm going Roseanne too, man.
You're kidding me.
I mean, it's if we're just going for song,
We're
but
going
again,
music, man.
I didn't watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I have nothing. I have no connection to that show.
I didn't watch this
Oh
Teenage Mutant
my
Ninja Turtle either, Brian.
Gosh. I thought
man.
Turtles would make it to at least the next round. Wow.
Oh, that would have been good to have two cartoons
Wow.
against each other.
Yeah.
But I think we know the winner of this one.
Simpsons versus
Yeah, it's
Roseanne.
Yeah.
Roseanne. It's
Seriously?
Roseanne. Seriously,
no.
it's Roseanne. No, it is.
No, it's
What?
the Simpsons.
It's the
What?
Simpsons here, for sure.
Simpsons for sure. And I would have still said the Simpsons if it was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I would have said the Simpsons all the way.
All right.
Reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow.
Man, what a weird pairing. Reading
LeVar
Rainbow
Burton.
with Murphy Brown.
Any scandal on
Jam.
this one?
This is jam. No scandal. No scandal noted.
Butterfly in the sky.
Oh, I know this one.
Go twice.
I know it
course you
from
do.
TikTok. Yeah.
Take a look. It's in a book.
A reading rainbow.
I can go anywhere.
See, this is a lot longer than the TikTok version.
Winston's like, I could do one verse. That's it.
Yeah. 15-second max, man.
Be anything. Take a look. It's in a book. A reading rainbow.
Take it up.
A reading rainbow. A reading rainbow.
All right, we're not going to listen to the
There we
remix version
go.
here,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
the classic, oh my goodness. So good.
It's a banger.
Going up against Murphy Brown.
Murphy Brown. Never really watched that show again. Oh. It's Aretha Franklin. That's early Photoshop.
Right. Reagan.
She had Bigfoot's baby. So she was this hard-hitting journalist
Oh, okay.
who asked the tough questions.
Did you watch this part?
No, I've seen some, but I didn't watch it regularly.
I
think
love
it
how
was
the
like
the name titles at the bottom is like a freaking news report.
Yeah, it's a PowerPoint.
Yeah, no, seriously. It's
Oh,
Reading
see?
Rainbow, man.
Oh man, like
It's
yeah,
Reading
just-
Rainbow.
Well, I mean that's Aretha Franklin. So, but
Yeah, But it's Reading Rainbow.
I think Aretha would be okay with letting LeVar go through.
I'm gonna agree that it's Reading Rainbow. I just wanted to have the discussion that it's hard because same with the Beatles. It's like that's a great song on its own, but as a TV theme, like you have your short amount of time to get you. So yeah, I'm good. I'm good with Reading Rainbow. Ooh man, I think I got this one.
Next pair up is the A-Team.
It's a jam.
I've never seen the A-Team. I've only seen the movie.
A crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. These men promptly escaped from a maximum security stockade to the Los Angeles underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the A-Team.
The A-Team.
Oh, are they mercenaries?
They're criminals, basically.
Oh,
they're wanted.
Dun, dun,
they're wanted.
Dun.
Yeah.
Oh, I noticed. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. I want to point out I only noticed because of Family Guy.
John Hannibal Smith. There's the face man. He was the lady killer.
Pretty boy. Yep.
Dirk Benedict as face
the
man.
freaking electric guitar is fire.
Oh yeah, this jams.
Yeah.
The funny guy.
He looks like who's that guy in Fallout?
The star of the show,
Mr. T,
as B.A. Bad Attitude Baracus. What you talking about, fool?
So how do they have the funding to do all of this?
80s money, man. Look at all those jumps.
That guy's dead.
Yeah.
Definitely dead.
100%.
That roll bar didn't do squat.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I know this one's good, but I've already made my decision.
going up and against Night Court, which NBC has revived in the past year or two.
Yeah, I think we watched one or two of them and it was okay.
Oh, the bass?
Another good theme song.
Oh.
That's slap.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's a vibe. Oh my god.
I forgot how good this was.
Oh my god, this is slap. Oh, that's
and
tough.
Richard Mole as Bull.
Ball guy number 1. Yeah, man, it's freaking slap. You already know what I'm on. Night Court.
Oh,
it's Night Court.
You don't understand, man. I watched.
This is probably the toughest decision of the night so far.
It's Night Court,
Brian.
Oh man!
But the A-Team is very iconic. I will say the A-Team is super iconic.
Here's the deal. I'm gonna say A-Team and make Tony choose because I haven't heard.
I was just gonna do that to you. It's not fair.
Yeah, no, I haven't heard Night Court in a long time. But dang, that was good.
That's smooth.
But the A-Team is seared into my brain, and
I'm hearing both in chat.
Ooh.
Yeah. Bum, 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 bum.
And then when it kicks in,
yeah, that's pretty cool.
It really gets hard, but the Night Court is funky as hell.
Night Court is so smooth. It's the sax, man.
This is hard because they're both instrumentals too.
Yeah.
Night Court.
Yeah,
ooh,
it's Night Court. It is Night Court.
And we're putting Night Court against Reading Rainbow.
It's Night Court. I don't care. It's Night Court all the way for me.
Brian?
Yeah, I mean, since Night Court just outshined the A-Team, which I mean, really, I think the A-Team was near and dear to my heart, but I'm gonna have Night Court, man. That slaps, man.
Night
as
Court
the kids say.
Slap. But I will say is if you ask a person whether they know the theme song to A-Team,
TikTok,
yeah. Well, no, like the A-Team theme song is on TikTok. No, I'm talking about A-Team and
I'm sorry, I was looking at Reading Rainbow.
But I was saying between the A-Team and Night Court, like A Team is definitely a lot more iconic. Everyone would know it, but the Night Court song just a lot smoother, and I think that's why I would put it over Reading Rainbow. Because it's not just I kind of noticed compared to like how smooth it is as an instrumental song.
I will say
yeah.
this. I would have voted Reading Rainbow, but with the logic that just put forth, I will go Night Court sets up the show a lot better than Reading Rainbow's theme song sets up the show.
What are you talking about? The clips?
The high energy of the Reading Rainbow theme song does not prepare you for LeVar Burton reading you a book.
And awkward kids trying to tell you about their favorite story.
Night Court is doing its job.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
I would have went Reading Rainbow, but I understand
Winston's
the logic
argument.
here.
Okay. It's a jam. I hadn't heard that for a while, so that's good.
Simpsons versus Night Court.
It's Night Court. It's Night Court.
I'm saying The Simpsons.
I gotta go.
Come on, Tony.
What?
What? Simpsons.
Oh my God! Are you kidding?
Think of it, man. The Simpsons is like it's like it's a film score almost, like intro.
Yeah, but
it's a dun 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 dun. Everybody knows that. I mean, it's ingrained. Don't get me wrong. Night Court's a jam.
Right.
But yeah, so I'm gonna have to say, Tony, we'll have to continue this next week.
Yeah, we have to put a pin on this. Yeah.
Well, we're going into two sci-fi ones, two a little lesser known ones, but we're gonna start with Quantum Leap.
Okay.
Well done,
that 80s piano.
I love that. The little
It's good.
synth.
Same piano on Doogie Howser. TV's Scott Bakula. Now,
is this the show from the meme where he closes the mirror and is somebody with Down syndrome?
Oh, why was she naked?
I think it is.
So the dude with the little remote control is like the timekeeper or whatever. I didn't watch this show, but I think I've seen it a couple times.
I've never seen this show either, but this intro makes me want to watch some. This looks cool.
So it is like Scott Bakula there, the guy who's sliding over cars and punching people out. He somehow goes through time. They also rebooted this show, actually.
Did they?
Yeah, and it wasn't bad. But that guy, for whatever reason, I don't remember why he travels through time, but he does. As he looked in the mirror, and he was a different guy, but he shows up in different. Yeah, totally.
It looks like he shows up and inhabits other people.
Yes.
Body.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, that's weird.
I don't know what he's supposed to do there, though. Fix them, help them. I'm not sure. That is a very generic 80s theme song.
It is. I like
catchy,
I like the piano though.
That's it.
This is going up a cult classic TV show. This harkens back to the days of the theme song is just going to tell you the premise of the show. So get ready for a story. This is Mystery Science Theater 3000.
I don't remember what this is. Oh, yes.
There was a guy named Joe, not too different from you or me. He worked at Gizmonic Institute, just another
Gizmonic.
face in a red jumpsuit. He did a good job cleaning up the place, but his bosses didn't like him, so they shot him into space.
Is that guy Andy? Was that Andy Richter?
Yeah.
Oh no, I guess not. Kind of looked like Andy Richter in the other one.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Oh yeah, Tom Servo.
Robo roll call.
Gypsy, Tom Servo. You're wondering how he eats and breathes and other science facts. Then repeat to yourself,
The da-da-da is hilarious.
show I should really just relax. For Mystery Science Theater 3000.
That sounds like it could be a song, an actual song by They Might Be Giants.
Yes, absolutely. I love the fact that it just ends and goes, hey, if you're wondering about the details, it's a TV show.
It's a TV
Like, don't
show,
freaking worry
relax.
about it. Like, just enjoy the show.
Right. Someone
Uh,
said in chat it's starting to drag, and I agree. It got a little too long at the end there. but
Yeah.
that's-
I mean, it's
Short
a
attention span theater kids.
it's a very
Yeah.
thrown together show, kind of, and the episodes are usually, I mean, the episodes go like 2-3 hours because they're watching old movies.
yeah.
So I mean, it's a long intro for a very long show.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't watch that a lot. I mean, I definitely watched some, and it was very funny, but it seemed like very geared towards stoners.
I did-
Just like sit
I
there.
didn't
People
discover
got
it
2 hours to
until
waste.
high school or college, but boy, do I love the concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
It's cool. I like the commentary stuff on it. It's what we're doing basically.
yeah,
Um, that was real better. That was like 16 walls of wall.
Yeah,
break.
I had some friends in college. They were marketing majors, and they were big stoners, and they would just sit at home and get high and watch TV and do commentary. So like if
I
you
love
ever
that,
dropped in,
yeah.
it was like a live episode of Mystery Science Theater. They were
That's-
just
it's great.
That's
sitting there.
how
They just
that's how
went-
I am.
Yeah, it's
Sorry,
just
go
like,
ahead.
you know what you do with your friends, and you sit and make fun of bad movies.
Yeah.
Let's make a show
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Except they
So-
all watch the show and like pre-write the jokes to make sure that they're good
That's
before
it.
they say them.
Yeah.
but-
That's it. It doesn't hit the same as it would with a friend when you're just kind of ripping off of stuff. While
That's why this
watching.
is okay to watch on your own because someone else is making the jokes.
Yeah. Like I like me and my roommate would go to the movie theaters like by our house because it's a real empty one, and we would just pray nobody goes in and watch it.
So
with
you
us
guys could make wisecracks.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. I love it.
So
And
do we
that's how
like
it makes me.
do we like Quantum Leap or do we like
I was gonna say neither one of
MST?
those are great songs.
They're
but
both
I'm
great. I really like Quantum Leap though. I'll say Quantum Leap.
Really, it's a song.
Yeah.
It was boring.
The
I'm going
piano,
Mystery
man.
Science Theater. I'm
I am
going
also
the-
going Mystery Science Theater.
the
Really?
la la las, man. The la la
Yeah.
las and the
You didn't like the
nut
piano
call.
riff though? Come on.
It's just, I mean, again, it might be from, that was all you heard in the 80s was that cheesy 80s piano sound.
That's
All right, we're
But
going
man,
up.
I'm excited. Both of these are shows that
Heavy
I
hitter.
loved.
Heavy hitter.
Yeah.
They are Muppets, so warning to Winston. But
Yeah.
Wow,
I'm
so
scared.
does he have a like Muppet trigger? Are
This
you
is
bringing
like-
Muppets?
this
It
was
turns me on. That's why.
one of the like starting shows for HBO.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, it's great. I'll try not to sing along.
Got to clap though. Got the doozers.
The Doozers, I love the Doozers.
Building with radishes. You had the workshop that you started. You have Fraggles, and then you've got the
What do
other
they
side
do?
of this.
Oh jeez.
Got the giant talking trash heap.
Madam Trash Heap.
Yeah, like freaking Fraggles and Muppets scared the shit out of me. They look so creepy.
Down at Fraggle Rock.
Uber.
Yeah, Gobo definitely kind of has got a. He looked like he could be related to Gonzo. They
bit.
kind of.
I'll tell
Kinda-
you all I know about Fraggle Rock is one of my favorite K-pop group did a opening for the new season. That
Is it
was
the
on
same
Apple TV.
song?
No, it's called Get Going. I don't know if that's like, I think that's a different song.
It is.
But
So the concept of the show, like the pilot, has to do with Gobo's uncle. I can't remember his name, but he's like a world traveler, which is weird because Fraggles don't go anywhere.
right.
So it's a song talking about his uncle who has come
So
back.
you've heard the song though, Tony. You've
I know
heard Get
of the
Going?
song. Yes.
Okay, I haven't heard it. I know that one of my favorite group did it. I just didn't bother
I
listening.
thought you were
to it.
required to listen to all of them.
No, I'm afraid of puppets, so that's why.
But what did you
Oh,
think of the
yeah.
song?
I thought it was alright. It's like it's like a children's thing. It was cool. It's a catchy little.
It's like
song.
early '80s rock, man. It's like,
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah.
It's,
yeah.
it's-
I like the
I-
drums. It's pretty cool.
Going
So
up
Silver
against
Spoons.
Silver
I
Spoons.
remember a while back we talked about Ricky Schroeder's run in with the Costco personnel at the beginning of the pandemic.
Yes.
He felt like his liberties were being trampled
Oh, this
upon.
guy? He's in
Well,
this?
he was a kid actor, yes, and now
Oh,
he's an
okay.
adult actor. So
He's
not been.
Wait,
yeah.
actually?
Yeah.
Like in porn?
No. Just he grew up and is
he's
still
an
an
adult
actor.
actor.
In age.
Oh. Is that him?
There he is. That's him. They were rich.
Yeah,
That
well,
was
he
their whole
was.
thing.
Yeah, that's why he was playing the character.
Hence the silver spoons.
Exactly. Kind of looks like both of the kid from Zack and Cody.
Yeah, I can see that.
And she had the Farrah Fawcett hair going.
Yeah, wasn't she also in Battlestar Galactica? I believe. And Leonard Lightfoot as the wacky neighbor. Or what is he? Is he Butler?
That's what I was going to ask. Was he the butler?
I can't remember him. Edward Stratton III. Yeah, they were loaded.
Wait,
Yeah,
why does
don't-
he have blonde hair and neither of the parents had blonde hair?
I think they
Not
were just
sure.
brothers, weren't they?
Oh.
No, that was his dad.
Oh, was it his dad? I've never
That's his dad,
seen
yeah.
Silver Spoons.
No, I saw it, and the only Alfonso Rivera, I think, had one of his first roles. If you you know who he is, he was on Silver Spoons. The only thing I remember, and I watched that show a lot. I mean, he had the race car bed, he had
that's so cool.
train that drove around. Was the episode of where he was like getting into punk rock maybe, and he was changing and becoming edgy, and then like the whole like thing at the end of the show, like at the end of this show was like he still showed his dad that he matched his socks with his outrageous shirt or something to show that he was still like
Jeez,
it was
man.
yeah, that's a really
Jeez.
bad summary of the show, but that's decades
the
later that's
80s.
what I remember. Yeah, so I'm gonna hands down Fraggle Rock in
Yeah,
my
I was
opinion.
gonna say Fraggle Rock still sound better than Silver Spoon.
Unanimous. The correct decision's been made. Fraggle Rock moving on.
Yeah,
Now,
and I think we know that
is,
answer.
Yeah. Oh, My Little Pony?
What a matchup. My Little Pony
Yeah.
against Murder, She
Murder,
Wrote.
She Wrote. Yeah.
But this is classic 80s My Little Pony.
Wait, My Little Pony was around since then? Well, obviously they didn't look the same. This looks so cursed. Oh my god.
Again, this was like a 30-minute commercial for toys. That's all that this was.
Was Bronies existing in the 80s or was
I was
No.
not aware of them if they did.
Not until the new series was it striking the time for weirdos.
Yeah.
This
And
was
those weirdos
strictly like
contact each other online.
this was strictly a little girl's toy commercial.
right?
This was in the same vein as like Rainbow Bright.
But I almost feel like I want to say this was the responsible for Bronies though, because I mean like I don't think they got into Bronies when they were grown men. I think they watched it as a
I
kid.
don't know.
So as a kid, I didn't watch My Little Pony.
Right,
It was
that's why
a-
you're
it
not
was-
a Brony.
It was distinctly a girls' show, and I believe the boys would sing My Little Pony, Skinny and Bony, and like
That song
to
slap though. My Little
I have the
Pony,
same sentiment now
na-na-na.
as I would then, which is they're not. Don't sexualize the horses, please. Please.
The horse girl would disagree with that, but that's
Please.
okay.
Yeah, that's true. Horse girls,
Right.
different story.
So we got
think-
Angela Lansbury coming up, the opposite end of the spectrum of shows. This is
Oh,
really
man.
Murder
fun.
She Wrote about. Is that like How to Get Away with Murder?
She was an author.
Well, watch. Let's any good preview
Does it tell the
should
story?
tell us what's up. We'll see.
It's Mrs. Potts from Beauty and
That's
the
true.
Beast.
That is true. The voice of right.
Oh, this slap! Oh my god! It feels like a fairy tale.
Basically, she got involved in weird, wacky situations and then wrote about them. Yes, she was a
She
murder
was like a
author.
detective, right? Like she.
Not intentionally. No, she's an author
Right.
who ends up
She-
investigating things.
Yes. My family, we watched a couple of these just for the heck of it. And they, just for what, I don't know, you're looking for something on TV, and we decided to watch it, and it was still pretty good. I mean, it's very 80s, but it was entertaining.
Yeah,
going-
I'll still say Murder She Wrote. Even Chad agree. Chad said
Yeah,
Murder She Wrote over Ponies. All right.
just
Brian?
because. Yeah, I have no. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Murder She Wrote only because. Yeah, I mean, My Little
Someone
Pony
said,
is.
someone in chat said, yes, Winston, this is what prompted bronies.
Yeah, I
That's
mean, I
hilarious.
guess it is. I mean, ultimately,
I would.
Right.
My vote doesn't matter. I probably would have gone Ponies. It's just a catchy song.
agreed.
brony?
Agreed.
There's no words to Murder She Wrote, and I don't think the music is strong
It's
enough
cute,
to carry it. But it's not bad.
I don't know. Does Chad have an opinion on that?
They still say murders over ponies, which I agree.
Ooh,
This might
man,
be-
this.
DuckTales?
Oh,
This might be the hardest decision we're about to make in the 80s.
yeah.
This
I've
is
never
a
heard of Greatest American Hero.
Unfortunate round 1 matchup. Get
Yeah.
ready for one of the greatest theme songs of all time.
All right.
Again,
Run it
this
up.
this is a song that charted on the radio.
It's
No
true.
way.
Also, yeah, loved this show. Absolutely loved this show. Should tell us what happens right here.
Look at what's happened to me. I can't believe it myself. Suddenly I'm up on top of the world.
So somehow
Finds an alien costume and becomes a superhero.
Superman, yeah.
the whole. I mean, it's just ultimately so singable.
It's
all
just a great song. My goodness. Like, I don't know that any of these actors really.
Damn, she's hot. Who's she?
That's Connie Selica.
Oh,
But, like, I don't recognize any of these names.
yeah, that's why.
But oftentimes, Winston,
Just
when you
teleported
see-
in the park.
yep, his logo on his chest shows up as like a major superhero logo when you look at hero logos on sites and things.
Really?
Yeah, it'll be like Captain America shield, Batman, Superman, and this.
Greatest American
Really?
hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing was, I think somehow a superpower suit fell down from a UFO, but the whole joke was that there was no instruction manual. So he
Right.
put it on and he's like trying to figure out what powers he had and do good. But yeah, love that song. Absolutely love that song.
Again,
Someone in chat said, "Way to be unbiased, Tony."
listen, it's a great song. DuckTales equal.
I know.
Put
This
DuckTales
is
on. I haven't heard
oh,
DuckTales in a minute.
You're kidding me.
Oh yeah, no, this
Life
is good.
is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Gray skies, lasers, aeroplanes. It's a duck blur. Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales. Woo. Every day they're out there making DuckTales. Woo. Tales of daring, do bad, and good DuckTales. Danger! Watch behind you. There's a stranger out to find you. What to do? Just
Oh, this song
grab onto
slap. Oh
some
my
Yes.
god.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Every day they're
I mean,
out there making DuckTales.
This song just had a bridge, which is wild.
Right. The Yoo-Hoo really selling it. How come when I jump in the Power Goat, I break a bunch of bones? and
Right?
he
Yeah,
doesn't?
yeah. I don't know how
Catchy.
that money was so.
So good.
vocally great. Like,
So
it's
good.
just. I'm gonna let you two take your votes first because I don't know what I want.
Well,
I like
I'm going.
DuckTales.
I'm going Greatest American Hero.
What?
I mean,
Why
that's
would you
Chat
both
say
do that to
DuckTales.
me?
Chat
Yeah.
say DuckTales, so take that as your
Now,
consideration.
did you watch DuckTales?
I
mean,
did watch DuckTales.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I watched it when I
watched-
was a little kid in Vietnam, but it was a while ago.
This-
and
the
that was like
original
the newer
series?
one. No, the newer one.
Oh.
Yeah. Same
Again,
premise,
it's hard to be unbiased here because I never watched Greatest American Hero. I know
Yeah.
the song though.
I mean, it's a great song. That chorus is amazing. I mean,
DuckTales, the you. Come on, man.
I don't
Again.
disagree, but I'm
Let's
again.
go.
DuckTales got a
I mean,
bridge even. Like it's a
DuckTales,
full
so
complete
good.
song.
Yeah, see,
They're
even
both
chat
complete
saying
songs.
woohoo.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get that. I'm just, again, it's hard to, it's impossible to remove myself from watching that. And like,
You
I
watched a
watched
lot
more-
of Greatest American Hero as a kid?
yeah,
Oh man.
Are we looking at
yeah.
DuckTales against Murder, She Wrote?
Oh, I
It's
think there's no
DuckTales.
question there. Yeah,
It's
it's DuckTales all the
DuckTales.
way.
Going back up, Mystery Science Theater against Fraggle Rock.
Fraggle Rock.
Fraggle Rock.
Oh,
Yeah.
but man, this is a matchup right there,
And
man.
this is, again, super tough. DuckTales or
DuckTales.
Fraggle Rock?
Oh
DuckTales.
man,
DuckTales all the way. Oh my god. What?
Fraggle Rock.
What?
Sorry, Winston.
What? What are we doing? What are we doing right now? Oh no, you guys
And
really
here we
sold
are At
DuckTales.
our
Oh.
first 80s finalist. Will it be
Oh.
Fraggle Rock or The Simpsons?
It's
It's
funny
The
that
Simpsons.
that all of the kids shows have moved ahead.
Simpsons.
Brian.
Man. Oh, this is really hard.
I already have my pick, but I'd like to hear your.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh man, see, and I was the one who really kind of rooted for The Simpsons because, I mean, you hear the opening note of that song and you know what it is,
The Simpsons.
Oh, I'm gonna go Fraggle Rock just because
What?
it's identify like I watched that. Oh, Tony with the ringer.
What?
Fraggle Rock. Moving on.
Oh my god, I can't be part of this show anymore. This is terrible. Blasphemy.
Fraggle
Two in a
Rock
row, you guys
is
sold me so badly.
so good.
I'm just again, and it might be because you didn't watch it,
I guess
He's
but,
afraid
like,
of them. He's afraid of Muppets. So
That's
you know.
it.
Well, that's it. I didn't know that until now.
Right.
All right, starting our next bracket, we've got Thundercats
Oh,
up against Cheers.
oh
People
man.
said, according to Family Guys, Thundercat is what turned a lot of kids gay. That is He-Man.
He-Man, I
I,
can
wa-
see.
I watched He-Man and I played with toys
This
with
is
Mara.
absolutely another furry show.
Yeah, 100%.
This is the
Oh man,
microdose
I
of
had a
furry.
sword as a kid. I used to love this. I
Sword
didn't
of
know this
Omens?
is where it came from.
Again, Thundercats,
great
another
logo.
hero logo that shows up.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, it's a great logo.
Oh man, I love the animation style though. So weird. Why did they have to be like humanoid cats?
Again, a lot of people
Animorphs.
crushing on Tigra here.
Yeah,
Tigra.
a lot of Tiger cosplay.
I thought she was a cheetah. She's a cheetah. She has the black spot.
What's her name? Chitara?
Oh yeah. What did you say, Tiger?
Yes,
Tigra.
what's
I'm
that,
thinking
Tigra?
Marvel. I'm thinking Marvel.
Okay. I just repeated what you said.
Yeah.
And I watched some Thundercats too.
Yeah.
But this was
Chitara.
Okay,
Yeah,
now the
Cheetah, there
real
you
question, right? The real question, right? Was this inspired by anime or did anime inspired or
I think it was inspired by anime. That was 80s.
I don't
that
know.
art-
This is
that
too
art
early
style
for
looked
anime.
Very, but
This is
the
just
way
what-
the art looked.
This is just, regardless of country, what cartoons look like in the 80s.
That's fair.
That's all.
Yeah.
I mean, Ninja Turtles is a bit more stylized, but still has this look and feel to it.
Yeah.
That's all. You go back, you watch G.I. Joe and stuff, like they're all gonna look like this.
I never watched G.I. Joe as a kid, so
Thundercats though, going up against
cheers.
Brian's
Yeah.
name, Brian's nickname sake.
Norm.
Oh, I know cheers.
Yeah, everybody does.
Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away?
Get drunk.
Love the artwork that they go through here too. It's cool.
Everybody knows your name. And they're all
Oh, that's so smooth. Oh my god. Ted Danson.
You wanna be where you can see the
That's so
troubles all
creepy.
around the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name.
Rhea Perlman,
You wanna go where
John Ratzenberger, a lot of famous people coming out of this show. A
Yeah.
lot.
you wanna go.
Where's George Wendt? Did he get famous?
Yeah, that's
Who's George Wendt?
he's Norm.
He
George
is
Wendt
Norm.
is Norm?
He is.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Are we taking Cheers? Are we taking Thundercats?
I gotta go
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Cheers
Yeah.
is so
Absolutely.
freaking-
Thundercats is good, but
I'm trying to see where I know Cheers from. I wonder if it was like a TikTok song or what. 'cause
Just
there's-
pop culture, man.
Yeah, this
It's
podcast,
just-
our podcast, the XYZ podcast. I
That
don't know
might
if you've
be it.
listened to it.
yeah.
We're going.
We should be promoting it since this is, if
Right.
if you're amused by this, listen to the XYZ podcast
Right. No,
coming out
seriously.
every other Friday to a podcast platform near you.
correct at podcast XYZ, XWHYZ.podbean.com or wherever you find podcasts.
Find them under
That's right.
seashells.
We do ad reads now in the
We
middle of
do.
our own show.
Take that.
Yeah, exactly.
But we're only advertising ourselves because it's free.
And we're narcissists, so that's
Yeah.
why.
Once
Let
we
me
get big
talk to
enough,
you.
we can actually run real ads.
Yeah, exactly.
when we're
We'll have
big
Brian
boys.
do it. Right?
When we grow up, we can run real ads. Speaking of
All
growing
right.
up, we are
I'd
at
like to
another.
talk to you about AARP.
Yeah, we are at another Disney afternoon cartoon block show. This is Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Never saw Chip and Dale as a kid. Always knew of them though.
Sometimes some crimes go slipping through the cracks.
Why did they have to make the chipmunk cut?
Gumshoes are
They're gumshoes.
picking up the slack. There's no case too big, no case too small. When you need help, just call Chip and Dale.
Oh, I do know Chip and Dale theme song.
It does kind of bop when it gets to this part, though, huh?
Chip and Dale, their outfits modeled after Indiana Jones and Tom Selleck
Magnum
from
PI.
Oh,
Magnum
really?
PI. The Hawaiian shirt.
It's the internet. We all know that now.
You had Big Mouse Monterey Jack. You had Gizmo the female, Zipper the fly,
Who was the female?
Gadget.
Gadget. Was okay, so the only thing I know of Chip and Dale was like that movie that came out a few years ago.
Yeah.
Was any of the supporting character in that movie or no? Like was Gadget and
Yeah, I think it was real weird. I think Gadget and Zipper were married.
I don't remember. I have to rewatch. But that's all I know of Chip and Dale, and it was a really good movie.
They go
But I will-
to Monterey Jack to try to get the group back together. Yeah.
That's right.
They're all
But I
there.
will say I watched that movie and solely because of the reason that they put Ugly Sonic in that movie, and I was like, I had to watch it. Yeah.
So,
That's a pretty good song.
Gadget.
Oh my
didn't watch-
god,
I
they
didn't watch
made a
Rescue Rangers.
saying into a TV show.
I
I
was gonna say-
MacGyvered it.
Gadget was the one that cobbled things together out of junk. And speaking of that, here's MacGyver.
So Gadget MacGyvered some things, huh? All right. I did enjoy this, just like the A-Team.
Did you see that they rebooted this a few years ago, Brian?
Yeah, I didn't watch it though. Just like the A-Team, they always had cool like montage building scenes.
MacGyver. I think me learning the phrase "I MacGyvered it" was from you, Brian. 'cause
Yeah?
I've never heard anyone say that.
Fonzied it, MacGyvered it.
Yeah, exactly.
So
MacGyvered
we-
it together.
We talked about SNL spoof movies. This is where you get
Yeah.
MacGruber.
Oh, is that where it's from?
Yeah.
Just a parody of MacGyver.
That's all it is.
Yeah. At this point, chat's falling asleep.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Yeah.
This
As
could
far
have
as this
ended
one
like
going
10
on and on.
seconds ago.
I think we
Yeah.
are too.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
obvious.
Yeah, we know the
Yeah.
real answer. Chip and Dale, put it all.
Enjoyed the heck out of the show. Not a great theme song.
Chip and Dale.
Another action show. We're looking at Airwolf.
Oh, it's not badass. It's like a freaking fighter jet shows.
Helicopter.
Helicopters.
Helicopter. Airwolf was like the baddest helicopter. This was in the era
Oh,
of
that's
Knight
freaking
Rider.
sick. Yeah,
80s graphics.
Yeah.
I love that.
The grid background is great.
So we had what? We had Richard Dean Harrison as MacGyver and Jan Michael Vincent as Airwolf, I think, if my memory serves.
So if you're an action TV star, you got to use all three names.
Yep,
That's what you're telling me.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
Yeah. There you go.
A hyphen.
Michael Vincent. Jan was actually short for January.
Janice.
Janice is crazy.
Janice Michael Vincent.
I'm wondering how many times we're gonna hear that like helicopter scream.
No, seriously. Well, they pay a lot for that footage, man, so they have to use it every
Ernest
now and again.
Borgnine.
There it goes.
One last time at the
That
end.
version at the end.
Yeah, I didn't watch that as much, but that was a great show. This one's a no contest in my opinion.
Pee-wee
Now-
Playhouse.
We've talked about this before. We're big Pee Wee fans on this podcast. Winston, are you familiar with Cyndi Lauper?
No, who's that?
And
Girls Just Wanna Have Fun?
Oh yeah.
You might recognize her voice because she is uncredited, but the singer of this song.
No way.
Yes, she is.
It's 2 minutes?
It's entertaining though. It's like
Oh, stop motion. Creepy.
You got beavers and monkeys living in harmony.
Steak. Oh god, this animation stuff creeps me the hell out.
Muppets and claymation are
Yeah.
Winston's triggers.
Here's the wacky playhouse.
Like this is slower than I remember it.
Yo, I'm on a
The
vacation.
very beginning of it is,
Oh
and
my
then
God.
and then when the song comes in, it kicks into high gear here.
It's like the extended intro, huh?
This is what played. This is the normal intro.
Is it always this song?
Yep. And here we go through the door. Love this.
Oh, it's so creepy.
A cherry.
Is that her singing it?
Yep. Conky.
Chicky baby.
Jumpy.
Zombie.
Oh my god, I feel like this is like brain rot for children's in the 80s.
Yep.
This is iPad.
Countess. So remember Winston when I said it was like being on acid without being on acid? Now you understand why.
I was gonna say it almost felt like they gave somebody with ADHD full creative control of that
I think
show.
they may have. That's how they.
I-
Yeah.
Like,
His-
what the fuck was
His name
that?
was
Oh
Paul
my-
Rubens.
Yeah, that was creepy as shit. And like
I love
Again,
it. I
I
watched
say
a
it's-
lot of Pee-wee's Playhouse, man.
Yeah.
80s brain rot. It's clearly just brain rot for like children's in the 80s and
Oh,
early
yeah.
90s. Yeah.
This
My
was the out of left field. Like it's like, oh, Sesame Street educational and
Yeah.
This thing.
Pee-wee?
Somebody in chat said there was no need to play all 2 minutes of that theme. I agree, but like, holy shit, did I need to? It was like a train wreck. I couldn't look away, but I know it was horrendous. You know, But
Yeah, I
like, oh
forgot the
my
intro was that
god.
slow. I walked into Grindhouse Burgers in Atlanta, and that was being projected on the wall. I looked over.
Oh my
I
Yeah.
god.
looked over and saw the camera panning through the jump, and immediately my brain knew exactly what it was. And I'm like, I'm here in 2024, about to get a hamburger, and this is being projected on the screen in this
Jeez.
restaurant.
And I'm looking at Cowboy Curtis trying to flirt with Miss Yvonne, and I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, it's weird.
Are we taking helicopter screams, or are we taking?
I mean, we gotta. I think just.
Pee-wee.
I don't think. Yeah, there's no question. in
I'll
my
say
mind it's
Pee Wee
Pee-wee.
off the
Yeah.
fact that it was so weird, man.
Thank you,
And
everybody.
that's funny. I always
Doing
thought,
drugs without doing drugs is
Exactly.
always a fun time. Yeah.
I always thought that was just a voice that was trying to sound like Cyndi Lauper. I didn't realize it because it's like higher than she normally sings. So I did
The
not know that was
morning
her.
is really my favorite part. Which
It's like a falsetto heavy New York.
Yeah, more than her normal one,
Long
which is-
Island.
yeah.
It was Long Island. That's so much.
Yeah. All right.
Oh man.
Oh, Miami Vice. Hell
Cop
yeah,
show.
that's my
We got
shit.
cop shows. All right.
Yeah.
Talking of
Put that
Tom
Miami
Selleck.
Vice on.
All right.
Before you start this, the Miami Vice theme by Jan Hammer.
Hammer?
Gone.
Jan. It's Jan, but it's Jan.
Yeah.
I would sit by the radio. I've told you guys this, and that's how we downloaded songs back in the day. You'd sit by
Right.
the radio and wait for them to play it and hit record and play. And I remember waiting for the Miami Vice theme. This was played on like the regular radio.
No way.
It's a jam.
And it's only 55 seconds long. I love that. Yeah, with the freaking neon colors, that shit was fire.
Highlight.
Boobies.
I was just gonna say, you know what everybody loves? Oceans and
Don
tits.
Johnson. Rolls Royce. There you go. It's another 3-name actor.
That's his sidekick. That's Don Johnson's sidekick.
Yeah.
Off-track betting for dog racing.
More boobies and butts this time.
They want to let you know it's Miami.
Yeah. Edward James. Almost.
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 Nice and
Was
short.
the Miami Vice the one where they drove around in a Ferrari? Right? Like they had like a
No.
white Ferrari? Or what
That's
was that?
Magnum PI had the
Oh,
red
is it?
Ferrari.
The red Ferrari. Okay, so this is it here.
Get ready.
Yeah, they're both badass.
Oh man.
Oh, the bum bum bum. There we go, the red Ferrari.
I was gonna say the
Tom
guitar
Selleck.
here.
Tom Selleck, the only man to like legitimately rock the best mustache in history.
Has to show the butt.
He's in Hawaii. We went
Yeah.
from Miami to Hawaii.
Man, the Ferrari is sick. Holy shit. How was he able to afford a Ferrari on a PI's salary?
Things were cheaper back then.
Yeah.
Pretty good theme, man.
No, it's badass.
Now they're like, we can, you know, these are like.
There's the
abandoned
Hawaiian
houses.
shirt.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
That red Hawaiian
That's,
shirt.
that's pretty
Dale.
that's
There
pretty
you go.
badass. I will say before we get going to like the choosing the song, chat, if any of you ever played Persona 5, that's what that sound like the main theme. Anyway, I just had to point that out. Anyway, I say Magna PI. That was freaking
I say Miami Vice.
what?
I think Magnum's moving on.
Thank you. Come on, man. The
Oh.
Ferrari, the helicopters.
I'm
Again,
just
we're
saying-
you got to base it on the song. We're
Yeah,
showing you the
no,
we're
I'm-
showing you the
I'm-
intro,
I'm,
but
I'm sticking by. I sat by the
I still like the
radio for
music.
them to play that. I'm just saying, if you had Miami Vice at a louder volume, you might have appreciated it more. Both previews had butts in
they
it, but
they didn't show Don Johnson, man. Come on.
are we looking at we're
Well-
looking at Cheers up against Chip and Dale.
Cheers.
I think Cheers just due to its, you hear it and you immediately know what it is.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
mean, I knew Cheers.
My-
Like that was kind of crazy.
My Disney bias forces me to go Chip and Dale, but
Oh,
Cheers is very good.
Yeah.
Pee Wee versus Magnum.
Magnum.
Pee Wee.
It's
Pee-wee.
Magnum. What?
It's
What?
Pee-wee.
What?
It's come on, it's just
What?
it's bonkers. Magnum PI's there's no lyrics.
Oh,
It doesn't tell
my
a story.
God.
It's just don't get me wrong. It was
Come on,
jamming,
man.
but I mean,
2
Pee Wee's Playhouse
minutes?
is just unhinged.
You guys
Now-
having a 2-minute acid trip every day
This
as a
is
kid is crazy.
two
Yes, thank you,
different
Chad. Somebody
feels
spam
of
what
song.
and all.
2 different feelings
You-
of song. We've got Acid Pee-wee, and we've got a nice calming Cheers.
It's Cheers.
Ooh.
Cheers. See, even Chad said Pee Wee is just bad. I agree.
Yeah.
I watched the show. And again, it's hard. to
Okay, but
detach
you
my
can't
feelings.
base
I
it
love
off of
that-
the show. You gotta. It's off of the music,
Off the
man. What's
music.
happening?
I know.
Cheers.
I'm going with Cheers then. I gotta
Thank
go with
you.
Cheers.
There we go. See,
I am-
it should have been. It should have been Cheers versus Magnum PI. But,
I'm
you know.
also going Cheers just to make everybody aware. Cheers is
Thank
the
you.
better song here. On the other side
Still
of
think
this
Miami Vice is better
bracket,
than Magnum PI. What's Chad's feelings about it? No, I mean, I
Chad
guess
said
again.
Magnum over Vice.
Okay.
So,
we
yeah.
got another prime time soap opera. We're looking at
Gem.
Dynasty.
Gem and the holograms.
Hold on.
What city is that?
I was gonna
Colorado?
say, is it? That's what it looked like. Where did Dynasty take place?
Man, the freaking
Denver?
Denver. There it was. Okay. Yeah.
John Forsythe.
Chris Evans mother.
If you liked Dallas, you probably liked Dynasty.
These were prime time soap operas. Is all these were.
And they were big.
I don't know. Yeah, like
I don't know
I
that
never
this was
watched
as
them.
big as Dallas, but yeah.
Man, not a drop of diversity in this show, huh?
it's a show about rich white people.
I was just gonna say Dynasty's about old white people money.
I mean, that's
Right.
what Dallas was too. I mean, that
True.
started. Heather Locklear. You might know her.
She sounds familiar. Who is she?
famous actress.
Is that guy named Lee Berger?
Yeah.
You gotta
Why do
know
they
Joan
do that at
Collins.
the end of shows? They always do ass, yada yada. Why is that important?
In case you were wondering.
Good.
I really like the
kinda
horns on it.
Regal.
It's-
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, but Dallas, as far as like Dallas had a much better theme.
yeah.
Going
Play
up
Gem,
against,
though.
we talked about Josie and the Pussycats, a cartoon about a band. Got another one of
Gem.
those.
Gem and the holograms.
Man, I'm
Gem?
telling you, they were like conditioning you guys to be like furries. Wait, this is super badass. Oh, holy shit, this is dope. I take it back. I was hating, but oh my god. Man, this is so 80s. I fuck with it heavy.
Yeah.
We got a
The
bridge.
face paint.
Yeah, holy shit, this is cool.
That little
Yep.
bridge was cool.
Oh my god, that slap. Are you kidding? Put that on.
They
Put that
made it-
on over Dynasty.
They made
Oh
a
my
movie
God.
of that like not that long ago, and apparently it was awful. They pulled it from theaters like very quickly.
The Gems movie?
They tried to make a live action
No
adaptation.
way.
I think this is pretty clear cut. I think Winston's going Gem. Brian?
Holy shit.
I
was
don't
that
really
good.
have an opinion on either one of those.
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
think either one of them's good.
I am
looked up
going to
the-
move Gem on.
Yes,
okay,
please.
move Gem on. I'm fine.
I
with
looked
that.
I looked up Gem, the movie came out in 2015, 22% rating, and
Yeah.
they look like shit. So that's
Yeah.
probably why.
Yeah, apparently it was horrible. I just
The-
remember laughing like, why would you make that?
The
into a-
only
how
good
would-
thing
how
in that
would you-
movie might be this song.
Did you know Kesha was in that movie?
No.
Didn't help.
Yeah, well, it doesn't help. But I think Chris Pratt and The Rock was in it too. But that's
Right.
weird,
Pretty
We've
sure The Rock
got-
could be in anything.
right?
I'm going backwards
a
on this.
weird
We're
pairing.
going, we're going the Cosby Show first.
Okay, this is where we scandal noted.
Yeah, scandal noted.
Oh, God. A lot of these other people went on to do other things, though. So want to give them their due. Just because they had to be, just because they had to be involved with him, doesn't mean they shouldn't be celebrated.
Is Zoe Kravitz's mother, Lisa Bonet. Rudy. And from this, you got the term Cosby sweater because he always had such outrageous.
This is so crazy.
Huxtable.
So I'll tell you, I mean, my family, we watched that that was one of the shows that like the family gathered around the TV. And there's a few different iterations of the theme song, but it's always just kind of an instrumental of them dancing around.
Before we go on and talk and play the Adventure of Winnie the Pooh, fun fact, 2015 Gem was directed by the same guy that made Crazy Rich Asian. So what a turnaround. Anyway, play Winnie the Pooh.
I'm going to push up my glasses here because The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh was the 1977 anthology film put out by Walt Disney Studios, which was a collection of shorts that were previously released and put into a single movie. This is the new Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, and it's a freaking banger.
Let me hear it.
Get up, I gotta get going.
Chat mentioned Disney coin.
Don't care.
He's round and he's fuzzy. I love him
He's not
because
wearing
he's
pants.
just Pooh Bear, Winnie the Pooh Bear.
Oh my god, this slap.
Looking for fun, chasing some honeybees. Pooh
just looking
Bear,
fun.
I know he's out there. Rumbly tumbly,
good.
climbing a honey
Oh look, Brian, that's you.
Bridge.
We're so adventurous, feast every now and again. And when
I always love when a TV show has a bridge.
Songs don't have bridges anymore, period. So, that's TikTok for that.
Yeah.
Wherever you go, oh, won't you take me, please, Pooh Bear? I gotta be there. It's me and it's you.
Pooh Bear, I got a Pooh Bear.
Very
Like
nice.
the very calm ending and oh man.
Someone said Kid Innocent over Rapist Jazz is hilarious.
I'm gonna have to agree with
Yeah,
them.
it's
As much
Winnie
as I
the
love
Pooh,
the
yeah.
Cosby Show, I mean, yeah, it's unfortunate because Bill Cosby was hilarious.
Scandal noted, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
listen.
just take this now. Gem versus Winnie the Pooh.
I'm
You
just
know what
wondering
I'm
how
on.
these even made it to the finals. That's
It's Gem.
Brian?
It's Gem.
I don't know, man.
What?
Here's what I'm
It's
gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I love them both, so I'm picking Winnie the Pooh. Brian, tiebreaker.
No, play Gem again. Play Gem one more time, please. Play Gem one more
Sounds
time.
like Debbie Gibson, but again, I don't know if you guys like, Tiffany, Debbie Gibson. These were like '80s singers, and it's not very good. The
Chat,
singing in
chat.
Gem.
Somebody stop this. It's
Brian,
Gem.
who are we putting forward?
I don't know, man.
What? It's Chad is already portraying me. They're saying it's Pooh over Gem. What-
Winston
I think
has
it is
lost
Pooh,
the
yeah.
people.
No,
Oh
I think
my
it
God.
is. I think it is Pooh Bear. Yeah.
What is happening? Oh my god!
Here's our next set.
You know what? I'll put Gem on in the background of my own headphones. That is friggin' holy shit.
Put it on tomorrow so you can listen to it.
Oh, man.
This is a song
Sorry,
coming
Winston.
up. This song I have on my phone and I listen to
Wow.
on a regular basis. This
Watch
is Growing
this.
Pains.
Yeah, this is a great theme song.
It's real photos of
Robin
it.
Thicke's father, Alan Thicke.
Oh, really?
Yes. Boy, that's a bad haircut.
The vocals go hard on this.
Who's she a mother of?
These kids.
Kirk Cameron?
Kurt Cameron, yes.
Who's Kirk Cameron? Sound familiar. Oh, this song's kind of new, so I have to. What's his name? Jeremy?
Yep. like the little piano at the end.
I will
Yeah.
say one thing I've noticed from like watching these opening with you guys, not a single Asian person in these TV shows.
It's the 1980s, man.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
You know, they were just starting to move, you know, the like black side characters into
Yeah.
shows. So-
Speaking of black families, we've got Family Matters.
Oh, Family Matters pretty good. Chicago.
Chicago.
Yes.
Always a good segue, Tony. Speaking of
Right.
black families.
It's a rare condition.
Carl Winslow.
Read any good news on the newspaper page. And love and tradition of the grand
She's reading Rolling Stone.
Some
Right.
people say it's even harder to find.
Guy looked a lot like Theo Huxtable.
There must be some
does.
magic clue inside
Rudy. No, just kidding.
And possibly the star of the show, Urkel.
Yeah.
Jaleel Urkel White.
I like how he's like the main popular person. Huh?
We're gonna fill our house with happiness.
I never ran into them when I was walking around downtown Chicago.
With tenderness.
Urkel was just a neighbor, right? Like he wasn't
Yes.
like
He was the annoying neighbor kid, yeah.
yeah.
Room for me, for gentle hearts and opportunity.
Did I do that?
I hope Jaleel White like never has to work a day in his life after.
Yeah, for sure. He's in that show now.
Is he?
Abbott Elementary.
Is he?
I think.
No,
No,
that's
I mixed it up.
That's the guy from Everybody Hates Chris.
That's right. Yeah, I did
Yeah.
mix it on. Yeah.
Growing
Who's
Pains
Jaleel?
versus Family Matters. What do we think?
I
I'm gonna
like
have to
Family
say-
Matters.
Family Matters is a little better song. I watched more Growing Pains. Like I think I've mentioned it. I could. Urkel was so annoying. I couldn't watch the show. It had some good points, but like he would come in, I'm just like, that's too much. I can't deal with that guy. Oh man, I don't know. Nah, Growing Pains. I'm going Growing Pains.
Thank you. Thank goodness.
I
I was
Oh,
about
what's
to be
happening?
worried. Growing Pains. Listen, Family Matters
What are
probably
these
the better show.
finalists?
Growing Pains or Family Matters probably the better show. Growing Pains the better song. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is it Growing Pains? He had a neighbor?
Oh,
who
holy
was,
shit! Transformer. Oh, let's go.
Oh, hang on. Let me real quick though, Winston. Growing Pains. They had a neighbor friend that would always stop over, and his last name was Stabone, and they called him Boner,
Boner.
on TV.
That's funny.
His
Which-
name was
That's pretty
Boner. They
funny.
would
Well-
just straight up call him Boner.
Boner
That's
used to mean mistake. So he would
Yeah.
always goof up. That's why they called him Boner.
Well, and his last name was Stabone.
Well, that too, but that was the joke. And
That's
also
so
the
funny.
fact that they called a character on national syndicated TV Boner.
Boner. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's funny.
All right, two cartoons. We got Smurfs going up against Transformers.
Didn't watch a lot of Smurfs as a kid, but like I watched the live action movies or whatever. That was scary.
Smurf the whole day long.
The whole day long.
Had Smurfette already. Gargamel. His
What's
cat
it-
Azrael. I don't know what we're looking at right now.
Yeah.
Just stills from the show, I guess.
Ooh, I hate Smurfs.
Yeah, I don't know why we're not seeing the actual thing.
Was this? I think I guess it's just somebody uploads of it. We're now having to
that was
judge it off
Gargamel.
of the song alone.
Yeah. Papa Smurf.
We'll be smurfing soon.
No idea.
Sounds inappropriate.
Yeah,
Right.
there's a Family Guy episode, Winston. You should know this. And they cut to
Which
the
one?
Smurfs. He's like, dude, I totally Smurfette in the parking lot. She Smurfs. I don't know. They're using Smurf as any sort of word.
yeah,
I think I'm
that's
butchering
hilarious.
it, but you get the point.
yeah.
I was around in full Smurfs mania.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Now, not on this list, but were you into the underwater knockoffs,
Snorks.
the Snorks?
That sounds so stupid.
I mean, it was like Smurfs, but they had like a snorkel on their head. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't, not really, no. So this
Okay.
was I mean, I knew the Snorks, but the Smurfs were. I did have a collection of Smurfs.
Did you actually? That's
yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, I mean,
little
it was
plastic
like
figures.
Yeah, they were just little plastic figures, and then they start. I didn't get any of the play sets after a while. You're like, okay, this is just another collection. I told you, man. The '80s, they started. You need this and more
Right.
and more. All right, let's hear this one. Everybody knows this is a jam.
Here we go.
Transformer. So funny enough, I never watched the original as a kid, so I never saw this opening.
Yeah, never been real into fan of Transformers myself.
Was it always this slow? I guess the later one was a lot faster.
It's Generation 1 theme song. See, that was cool in the '80s, man. Robot voice.
Yeah, man, this turns into a gun.
Buy our toys.
Yeah. Do you have any
And I did.
Transformers as a kid?
Oh, I did,
Yeah.
man. I had Optimus
Who's your-
Prime.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say
had
who's your
the-
favorite.
The favorite was the radio.
Yeah,
the-
man, that guy was freaking cool because you could open it up and he has the cassette tape that
Yep,
turns into
it was
a.
a
Yeah,
little-
man.
It's
Yeah, the little
Starscream?
yellow.
No, Starscream was the plane. I think it's
Okay.
Sound Blaster. Sound Blaster?
no.
Master Blaster.
Master Blaster, perhaps.
Is it Master Blaster?
I don't know.
No.
Soundwave,
Radio-
Shockwave.
Shockwave.
Soundwave. It's
There
Soundwave.
you
It's
go.
That's
Soundwave.
right.
Yes.
Yeah, we're dusting off some old memories. Yeah, and then
yeah,
like you'd
holy
open up
shit.
his cassette tape, and then that would fly out, and it was like a little yellow condor.
Yeah, that was.
That was
freaking
my
cool.
favorite one, though. That was out of all of them. That was
Yeah,
my
but he was
favorite.
a Decepticon though. That was the only downside.
Yeah, he's the coolest Transformer, though. He made a
was.
radio and a tape.
We taking
Right.
Smurfs, we taking Transformers.
I still say Transformer though.
I'm going Transformers, even though the la 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 is very catchy, and you kind of,
I think Transformers is the weaker song, but it's moving forward anyways.
I don't know, man. It's like, and then the redos of it, it got more and more rocking.
Well, that I will agree. As the song continues, better iterations come out, but
That's
the
the-
original
that's the-
not that great.
It's the demo tape right there.
Yeah. Transformers up against Growing Pains.
Oh man, what a weird pairing.
Because this Transformer was a little too slow for me.
All right, I'm fine with that.
Growing Pains moving on.
That was a weird bracket all around.
Growing
Yeah,
Pains
that was
against
really
Winnie the
Like
Pooh.
again, what are these
Winnie the
finalists?
Pooh.
Very, very, very weird.
We got one vote. Winnie the Pooh. Brian.
I don't know. What are you
Thought you
going
froze.
for?
I said Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh is a lot better, sounding at least.
Yeah. I guess I'll side with Winston so he doesn't lose his mind. He doesn't quit the podcast.
No, seriously.
I was going to go
Close.
Pooh as well.
Okay, I was gonna get overruled regardless. Cheers against
Cheers.
Pooh. Cheers.
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 Cheers. 100.
I have nothing to cheers you with, but cheers.
Vote doesn't matter. What? No. I copied this.
You almost raped
I'd like to cheat. I like Pooh. I was going to vote Pooh, but cheers. Moving on.
Very nice.
We got time. I think we've got one more bracket in the 80s. Let's finish the 80s
Let's
up.
finish out the 80s and
Yeah.
call it a night.
We got Inspector Gadget against
Ooh,
Hill Street
man.
Blues.
Ooh, hell yeah. Again, watch the newer version and the original.
90s
The
live action.
Yes.
Is Ferris Bueller in it?
Yes.
Good to know.
Does this show why he's all full parts?
They explain at points in time.
I always love the helicopter hat.
Like the car.
It's a Transformer.
Yes.
Straight legs. Didn't you say
pennies.
like the girl was the one that solved all of it?
Yeah, I watched the show, but it was frustrating.
Penny, Brain,
Dr.
Dr.
Claw.
It's cool.
Great classic theme
not,
song.
Not what I thought it was gonna be, but
So Hill
Very-
Street Blues.
very
My parents always
recognizable.
watched this, but I definitely know this theme very well.
3 minutes is crazy.
We're not listening to. This might have been at a point where I was not finding the intro, but just the theme.
Yeah.
We might be looking at
God,
it
this
still.
is so smooth. Holy cow.
No, this is a good song. This was the intro, I believe.
Ooh, I love like these
Yeah.
type of songs, man. It's sort of like Night Court, you know?
Yeah.
Or like
Except for it's
Taxi.
jet, yeah, this is chilled night court.
Yeah. It's like Taxi.
Chat's complaining about the length. We're not listening to all 3 minutes, so
You get the gist of it. It is piano. It's all piano driven.
That's what I'm saying.
okay.
I say Hill Street Blues, man.
Really, you didn't even hear the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Brian?
It doesn't have to. It's good music. I like the smooth stuff, so that's
for
why.
just and I mean I really never watched it, but I saw the theme for it. Like Dallas, never watched Dallas, but always saw the theme for it. So I'm gonna go Hill Street Blues, even though Inspector Gadget's kind of iconic.
Flabbergasted.
I didn't watch the Inspector Gadget one as a kid, so
Flabbergasted. I
okay.
Tony,
I
Tony, you
now
strongly.
you know how I feel about
I know.
Gem, man.
That's
exactly.
listen. I was on board with Gem for a while. Gem's freaking great, but
You should have picked it.
I'm vehemently against this decision. But here we are.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice was a cartoon.
Did not know that.
Beetlejuice,
not
the
know
animated
that either.
series.
Changing the channel.
It's changing the
1989.
channel.
Never saw this.
Was this after the movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Doesn't even sound like Michael Keaton.
Nope, it was not Michael
It's
Keaton
not,
for
no.
sure.
Still got a very oingo boingo sound to it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember watching this. I liked it. There's a lot more Beetlejuice in this show than there is the movie. As he only appears for
But like 30 minutes
15,
or something.
15
yeah.
minutes worth of the movie.
And he steals every scene he's in.
I was wrong on a recent podcast. The movie has not come out quite yet.
Oh, okay. I figured
The
it's
new
Halloween.
Beetlejuice?
I mean, Beetlejuice, the sequel,
Yeah, it's not.
however
out.
many years later. Yeah. I mean that's that very much in the
Put
Muppet Babies.
on
Up
because that
against what
Beetlejuice was.
I think is
terrible.
the winner here.
It's like a 50s thing.
Yes.
See, it's not as creepy because it's animated.
So if these were actual Muppets, you'd be losing your mind, huh?
Yes. It's a texture.
Baby
Kermit is
Kermit the
goofy.
Frog.
I always love when they do like a baby version of whatever's famous character.
Indiana Jones.
This was definitely, I believe, the start of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like they did the Bugs Bunny and all of those characters as babies, and that was my favorite show.
Is everything all
Baby
right?
Beaker.
There is an original.
What?
There's an original character made for this show.
They actually used that Star Wars clip?
There's a lot of real footage used in this show. Yes. Because this was this was before Rugrats. So like each episode was them make-believing in a different scenario. So there was a whole Star Wars episode.
No
Oh,
way.
wow.
That's pretty
Yes.
cool.
But we have Scooter, who from the Muppet Show, his eyes were painted on his glasses. He was Kermit's assistant. He has a sister, Skeeter, that was created for that show.
Oh, yeah.
What Skeeter does. I don't believe Skeeter really exists outside of Muppet Babies. But we're looking at Beetlejuice versus Muppet Babies.
I
Thoughts,
say
opinions?
Muppet Babies.
Yeah, Muppet Babies. It's a throwback. Beetlejuice was just, kind of like a rip-off Tim Burton film score.
And Hill Street Blues versus Muppet
Hill-
Babies.
Hill Street Blues.
I'm gonna go Hill Street Blues. Weird finals here.
Yes,
Right.
they are.
But
Alright.
I was gonna say the show that I kind of grew up watching that's similar to Muppet Babies was Baby Looney Tunes, which was amazing as a kid.
I watched Tiny Toons, but that's not till next decade. But I'm going to keep us moving here so we can get through this.
All right,
Heathcliff.
Heathcliff.
It's the Hanna-Barbera cartoon, isn't it?
Another 50s sounding one.
Yeah.
Another Transformer.
Like, I remember this song, but I don't think I ever watched this. This might have been... Was this Muppet Babies era?
Yeah.
Okay. I was aging out of cartoons at this point.
More furry fodder.
I think we're identifying its origins.
Yeah. We didn't really have fairies until a certain time, but I think we're in the area that's creating them.
Yeah. So I think we can blame that squarely on your generation, Tony.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh.
Okay.
Up
Yeah,
a
there's
step.
another. But again, you just go. You didn't have to make the cat like that. Like you didn't have to do that.
Right. That was
Heathcliff
Sexy Eminem.
going up against Tony Danza.
Who's the boss?
Just a guy who lived in your house.
Yeah. This is where many young boys discovered Alyssa Milano.
Who's Alyssa Milano?
You'll see.
Ooh, yeah.
She's probably 12 in this in this preview. What was he? Was he the maid? Was he the house servant? What was his deal?
Yeah, he was just the helper.
Yeah, sure. Oh, see, she is 12 there. I'm thinking of later episodes. Mona. Produced by Bud Weiser? Did you see that? The producer's name was Bud Weiser. That's fantastic.
Pretty cool. You think he came from the Budweiser family?
Not sure. They were immigrants.
Yeah.
It was Anheuser and Busch, so I don't know.
Augustus Bush.
Heathcliff or Who's the Boss?
Oh man, another lame one. I don't know.
Winston, what are your thoughts?
I really like Heathcliff more.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna vote Heathcliff. So.
Okay. I mean, I liked Who's the Boss, but yeah, that was a pretty mediocre theme song. Oh.
Another weird matchup. We got Golden Girls against Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Oh God. I
What's
never
with
watched
the cartoons
Golden Girls,
versus real shows. This is bizarre pairings. I mean, I've already got the answer to this one.
I don't know that you're familiar with Alvin and the Chipmunks, though.
America's Treasure, Betty White.
Yes.
That's where she got her break, right?
No. Betty White has been like in TV since I think before it had sound.
Really?
Or color, maybe? Yeah.
Color.
She's been around for
Betty
a while.
White. At this point,
she was almost. Well, she's dead. She passed away recently.
No. I mean, in Golden Girls.
I know she was the youngest one on the Golden Girls, but yeah, apparently they didn't all get along that great.
Really?
Despite having like hilarious chemistry on screen.
That's why they get paid the big bucks.
Put that up against this.
Oh, I do know this song.
I didn't know they made a cartoon of the movie. Oh God, that sounds so cursed.
Surprised nobody's done it if they haven't. I'm throwing this idea. Somebody needs to slow it down to what the actual voices are.
Yeah, I'm sure they have.
They're like nightmare.
Chipettes?
Yeah, the Chipettes. Coming on stronger than ever before. Theodore. This is Crosby, Stills and Nash. That's totally the end of Crosby, Stills and Nash song.
That's pretty cool.
It
love
went
the one you're with.
It went from like, oh, this was a fun concept on a record album to that.
That's so funny.
So,
yeah, I've mentioned I had Chipmunk Punk. I had a vinyl record of the Chipmunks singing, '80s rock songs.
That's right. You did say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember that song. I thought
Still hear them every Christmas. I mean,
yeah,
they're around.
I think. Oh man, the Golden Girls song is good, but I'm going Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Winston?
I'm gonna go Alvin and the Chipmunk, despite how cursed it sounded.
I don't think that's true, but Alvin and the Chipmunks definitely moving on. Alvin or Heathcliff?
Why are we ending up with all the cartoons? Like
I think it's
Because
the
they
age of
just-
children.
Because this is the age of consumerism. This is where it really
true. Yeah.
kicks in, and
Catchy,
who better
catchy.
to get in there than the
Yeah.
soft-minded children?
Yeah. All right, this is a no-brainer.
I say Heathcliff.
Oh, Alvin and the Chipmunks.
I'm just trying to be different here.
Yeah.
Alvin
You are
or
different,
Hill
yeah.
Street Blues?
Ooh.
Ooh, Hill Street Blues.
Brian.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Hill Street Blues. I think
We're
that's just.
This is insane.
What's happening? It's
You got
great.
the tiebreaker there, Tony.
I thought Winston
wait,
said
no,
Hill
wait, no,
Street
he did-
Blues.
he did say
Brian
Hill
said
Street
Hill
Blues.
Street.
Hill Street.
I did. Yeah, that's true.
I
Yeah,
hate
but-
this.
yeah.
I don't like this decision at all.
Hill Street Blues, great.
Listen to it. It's a good song. Again, I've got sentimentality attached to it.
We've got Married with Children going up against Garfield.
Again,
Funny
what's
enough.
with like the regular ones?
Because
Okay.
there's so
Married
many
with
cartoons
Children?
at this time.
Yeah.
Married with Children was literally one of the first sitcom I ever watched as a kid.
Really?
Back in Chicago.
in Vietnam.
With not an original theme song.
No.
Right.
Here he goes.
Al Bundy, man.
Frank Sinatra.
Christina Applegate. Oh my goodness.
Bud.
You can't have one without the other. Love and marriage, love and marriage.
You know what that kind of reminds me of? It looks like the
You can't disparage. Ask the
what's the DVD store that you guys used to rent from?
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster.
That's it.
Yes.
It's elementary.
There's the rest of the money.
Try to separate.
Well, he had a lot of money for being a shoe salesman.
They were always talking about how poor they were, which is interesting because
Yeah.
that's a pretty two-level house in suburbs of Chicago.
Going
Yeah.
up against.
I mean that's Frank Sinatra. I mean, I don't.
it's
know
Frank
how you
Sinatra.
That was pretty
It's a
good,
good
yeah.
song. Is it a good TV theme song? I don't know.
I mean, for that one, it was ironic. It was,
Ladies and gentlemen, Garfield and friends.
Never watched Garfield as a kid. It was one of those things.
No,
that
me
I
neither.
refused.
I read the comic in the paper.
Yes.
We're ready to party.
I hope you bring lots of
The only thing I know about Garfield is he likes lasagna.
Oh, it's actually sung by like the guy who does the Garfield voice.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Which this is the voice of Garfield to me.
Yeah.
It's not Bill Murray. It's not
Pratt?
Chris Pratt. This is Garfield. This right here.
Did any of you guys watch the new Garfield movie?
No.
And
That's
pay
pretty cute.
attention. There'll be a test at the end.
Though.
There you go.
That's very good.
We like
I'm
Married with
going-
Children. We like Garfield.
Married with
I
Children.
like Married with Children off the fact it's Frank Sinatra now.
It's fair. It's fair. We got.
Weird pairings though.
Here we go. 2 live action for Brian.
Oh,
Charles in
yeah.
Charge versus Knight Rider.
Ooh,
Yeah, I
Knight
know what you-
Rider?
Yeah, I know,
Hell
yeah, Knight Rider's a jam.
I don't know. This one's pretty good too. Come on.
That's good for context. 1984.
Charles.
Scott Baio as Chachi. Scott Baio was on Happy Days.
Oh,
This was his spin-off. Well, there's 2. You had Joni and Chachi, then you had Charles in Charge. So
Yes.
this is another. I guess it's not a direct spin-off. Yeah, I didn't watch this. I went Charge. Charles in Charge of me.
One of my favorite bands growing up did a like rock cover of this, and it's great.
I'm sure.
I
it is.
love it.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Charles in Charge up against
Oh, come on now.
the car
Oh hell yeah! Come on, this is a no-brainer.
and the
Yeah.
Hoff.
Hasselhoff.
Knight Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist.
And I bet every kid's back in the '80s wanted one Pontiac. Huh?
Oh,
Totally.
freaking right.
Yeah. I had the Matchbox car.
Yeah.
Michael Knight, a young loner on a crusade to champion the cause of the
young
innocent,
Hasselhoff is.
the helpless, the powerless, in a world of criminals who operate above the law.
How old was he when he was filming this?
Before he got a job as lifeguard.
I'll trade in the car for it. Man, the freaking don't know. That's a bass, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love that
This has
it's
been
like
sampled a
showing
lot.
us on like the little TV that's inside a car.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's inside kit.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
That's pretty
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Charles in
I love
Charge or
that
Knight
shit.
Rider?
No
Knight
question,
Rider.
Knight Rider.
Yes.
You can take Knight Rider all the way to the end.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think Chad would agree
Okay.
too.
That's
Yeah.
good.
We've got 4 more. Let's breeze through these. Family Ties
Family Ties.
against
Is that like Family
Full
Guy?
House.
See, there's a good pairing.
Family Ties and Family Guy?
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox is
Oh,
Alex
nice.
P. Keaton.
It's Marty. Is this where Marty got his start from, the show?
No, again, Alex P. Keaton.
Oh.
Yeah.
Marty McFly.
Oh, it's like I started breathing on the night we
She looks like Audrey Plaza.
kissed, and I can't remember what I ever did before. What would we do, baby?
Yeah, I mean, Michael
This
J.
is like
Fox is
too Barry White intimate for a family
Yeah.
sitcom
It's
show.
slap though.
Yeah.
It's good, but again, it feels like this feels like bedroom music.
Yeah.
This is it's weird to me.
Her last name is Yelter.
Tina Yothers.
Oh my god, that's slap though.
Good, but
Full House.
to me, it's no Full House.
Ah, Full House.
Now we're off to what, San Francisco.
Yes.
Yeah. How come there's no show set in Atlanta?
Atlanta.
Yeah. Sitcom wise though.
Dave Coulier, John Stamos.
Bob Saget. Just a stacked cast here.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening TV. Did I get delivered here? Somebody tell me, please. This old world
Uncle Jesse.
John Stamos.
clouds as mean as you ever see.
Cut it out.
Bird knows you're true. Then a little voice inside you whispered.
I didn't watch a lot of Full House. A little too
I've
corny.
never watched it, but I
You're
know
both
of it.
missing out.
Alcatraz. No, I've seen it, but I'm saying it was a little corny. But again, you know, I was older. Nice green screen.
Somebody who needs you everywhere you look. When you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home.
Everywhere you look. Like
So here
this
you go,
song.
Winston.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the baby. This will blow your mind. Is the sister of Wanda.
Yeah, Wanda. Yeah,
WandaVision.
yeah.
Both
Mary-
technically
Mary Kate,
both
right?
babies. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's another one where they switch the children out. That song. If somebody goes, think of a TV show theme song. That's what comes to my mind.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
an
it.
80 yeah.
I mean,
That is a quintessential that's it for me. So that
I
Full
like
House
Family
has my
Ties
vote.
better as a show, but I would say Full House is a better song. Loved Family Ties though. Great show.
Winston, you want to throw your 2
Yeah.
cents in?
I'll go Full House off of that little hook alone. It's pretty good. Not the hook, the chorus. Everywhere you look.
Yeah.
Oh, gee, and
Then
again,
yeah.
okay.
Saved by the Bell going up against Adventures of the Gummy Bears.
I think in the future, cartoons need to be pitted against cartoons.
It's all randomly seeded.
I know. Another, like...
This is just at the end of the 80s, but this is the
Was
most
this the one
90s
with-
thing I've ever seen.
Was this Mario Lopez in this one?
Oh,
Yes. Zach Morris.
Three name lead.
Yeah.
There he is.
Mario Lopez.
Screech.
Screech, rest in peace. Everybody loved Kelly Kapowski.
He wasn't bad either.
He's not familiar.
It's another 50s throwback if you're just listening
it's
to the
pretty cool.
song. But the wacky colors and shapes of the background is
Yeah, so 90s.
absolutely 90s. But this is 89, I think
89
it starts.
probably, yeah. So corny, but that's part of the reason.
I really like that surfing type music that it has.
Yeah, my brother-in-law told me at one point in time that AC Slater stood for always cool, and I believed him for way too long.
That's hilarious, actually.
All right, the Gummy Bears.
Oh,
Is this the Gummy Bear song?
Again, why'd they make a cartoon out of the Gummy Bears?
Somebody went, "Hey, can you make us a theme song for this weird bear show where they drink like juice and
Kinda
bounce
looks like-
around?" And they went way too hard.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
It's like a
they didn't
rip-off
have to
of
make it
Robin
this
Hood.
good. Oh my god, this song slaps.
Yeah.
Who's a kid?
Violent bunch.
Part of their history, along with the secret of gummy berry juice. The legend is growing.
Bear
They
juice.
take pride in knowing the fight for
They were sort of like Popeye, where they drank that and got powers.
Oh.
You know?
bouncing here and there and everywhere.
I did not watch this, but this song is pretty funny.
The end is sick. It snowed.
That's pretty cool.
Man, and I'd have to look this up, but I believe that is sung by Toto.
The guy from Toto,
No.
I think you're right.
I
yes.
believe that's correct.
Someone
Saved
said
by
Gummy
the Bell.
Bears did not deserve that theme. Hilarious.
I'm
Oh,
gonna-
I absolutely agree. Gummy Bears didn't deserve that theme.
But they got
It's
it.
a
What a song.
It's an
What a
all-time
song.
theme
Yeah.
song.
I'm
Oh,
going
boy.
Saved by the
I
Bell.
say Gummy Bears.
Gummy Bears moving on.
Ah,
Gummy
Let's
Bears moving on.
go.
We got Gummy
It
Bears.
doesn't matter. Full House still on top though.
Brian. Gummy Bears or Full House?
Oh, is he frozen?
I
Right.
know that.
you just freeze, and we're like, is he broken? Did we kill him?
I don't know.
They're both
Gummy
good.
Bears is pretty funny there. I'm gonna go Gummy Bears. Just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
I can't make the comment that I said before
Full House.
and not pick Full House.
Yeah.
As
All right,
good
that's
as
fine.
Gummy Bears is. So we're looking at Full House versus Knight Rider.
Knight Rider.
Rider.
Man, that's a freaking cool
I am
ass
not
car.
happy with these finals. Knight Rider.
It's Knight Rider all the way.
Man, which is funny. Hill Street Blues starts with a cop car in the intro. Knight Rider it is.
Yeah.
Knight Rider it is.
I will
Knight
agree here.
Rider.
Knight Rider. Moving on to the finals. That will conclude our 80s bracket. Next time we meet, we've got 90s.
Yeah.
Just a little sneak
Yeah, I was
peek.
gonna say I want to see a sneak peek of it. Just kind of Keenan Kel, Star Trek to Gen.
Oh, where in the world is Carmen San Diego? That's a jam.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh,
Law
Friends.
and Order. Dun, dun.
The choices don't get any easier this next
Yeah.
decade.
Yeah, man.
They might get harder.
Yeah. There's gonna be
but
some that I haven't heard,
Here's,
so I'll be
I
hearing
think
for the
here's
first time.
starting to be like the overlap where I actually know some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Hey, thanks for joining us. If you're here live, then you get to interact and yell at us. Sometimes we take your opinions into consideration, but they
Sometimes we
are our
don't.
opinions. If you liked this, tell a friend. again, we do have a podcast that we do. This is extra content. But please share this. If you go, friends aren't necessarily into podcasts. They might be into this though. Everybody watches TV. So
They
maybe
can yell
pass
their
this
bad
along.
choices.
And
Right.
yeah, but we do have a podcast, like Brian said, comes out every other week. You can catch those at wherever you find podcasts. I'll mention this like I did before. Downloads help us if you want to listen to the podcast.
Please
Streams,
download and not just listen.
streams, not so much. Downloads help us more, so we'd appreciate that. You can send us an email if you've got other supplemental ideas for us. You can send us an email at podcastxyz@gmail.com. You can visit us on Instagram, where we announce when we go live. We get show previews up there. This video and other things, like our post show, go up on YouTube. You can also listen to the podcast there. We also have a TikTok. All of that also at podcastxyz. We have a merch store if you'd like to support the show. That and a few other fun things can be found at our home on the web, podcastxyz.podbean.com. With that, we will take our leave, and we will see everybody next time in the 90s.
See ya, chat.
My decade. See you guys.
See ya.
Thank you.